Hey everyone, I'm Purge, and today we're going to be playing a new game for the channel. It is Sentinels of the Multiverse. This is actually the digital version of a physical card game. I believe it's called a fixed deck card game because none of the decks for each of the characters change. Now you may think that doesn't really lead to much replayability, but I can tell you, with the expansions especially, this game has a ton of replayability. A hell of a lot. A lot, let me tell you. So, let's get into it. Now, this is a game where, simply put, you pick a villain to fight against. You then pick 3 to 5 heroes to use, and then you pick an environment. So, let me just go back a minute. In this game, there's tons of expansions. They all add more heroes, more villains, more environments, more ways to play, that kind of thing. Now, I do have all of the expansions, but the nice thing about this is, so we don't get really complicated right off the bat, you can turn off decks to either show them or not. So if I turn on Mini Pack 1 and Rook City as well, you get these villains, and then these heroes, and then all of these environments. If I turn them all off and just have the base game on, you'll just get the base game villains, the base game heroes, and the base game environments. Now, there are a lot of, let's call them difficulty modifiers in this game. You have villains that go from quite easy to pretty difficult. In fact, you can order them like I've done here. You can order them in order of difficulty. Now, take Baron Blade for example, which is what we'll be going with today. So he's a difficulty of 1, and by the way, if I take the text off, this is his foil collector's art. That's normal art. That's the foil art. Now, the foil art is a DLC. You can actually have foils of the heroes and foils of the villains. They're a few pounds, a few dollars each, and I think the foils look way better. So, we'll stick with the foils anyway. So, in this game, simply put, you take a number of heroes and you battle a villain in a certain environment. And the villain has a deck of cards, each of the heroes have a deck of cards. You'll play cards, you'll use powers which are also cards, until either all of your heroes or the villain is defeated. The environment has a deck of cards as well that mix things up a little bit, but we'll get to that in due course. Now, what we're going to go with today is the first villain of the base set, which is Baron Blade. And as you can see here, for achievement purposes, I've actually beaten this villain on standard difficulty and advanced. There's also challenge difficulty and ultimate, again, replayability. There's also, as you can see here, variants. Now, I think all heroes and quite a lot of villains actually have variants to them, which change their appearance and their playstyle. And I don't have there you go. The variant is called Mad Bomber Blade. I don't actually have it unlocked. Now, you have to do certain things to unlock variants for the heroes and villains, and some of them are pretty complicated. However, it is quite nice that you can click on it and you can just simply unlock the variant, which is quite nice. Now, I haven't done that with almost any of them, actually with none of them, because the thing you have to do to unlock the variant is tied to an achievement, which you can also get. It doesn't really matter because you can unlock the variants of the villains and the heroes just by clicking on it, and you can still get the achievement if you manage to do the thing that unlocks them. So there we go. Anyway, there's not me like going on about it. Let's talk about what the first villain actually does, Baron Blade. Now this is obviously not going to really make sense to you. It'll make much more sense when we're actually in game, but for now, I'll go ahead and read it. So, setup. At the start of the game, Baron Blade enters play. A lunar implosion beam inventor side up. Ugh. One mobile defense platform is put into play. The villain deck is shuffled. At the start of the villain turn, if there are 15 or more cards in the villain trash, Baron Blade's Terra Lunar impulsion beam activates, pulling the moon into the earth. Game over. When Baron Blade will be destroyed, his villain card flips to the vengeful mad scientist side instead. Now, we won't bother to read advanced or challenged because we're not on these difficulties, we're just going with standard. So, if we flip it, when flipped to this side, Baron Blade's maximum HP is 30, Baron Blade is restored to 30 HP. The villain trash is placed on top of the villain deck. All 3 copies of mobile defense platform are moved to the villain trash. The villain deck is shuffled. At the end of the villain turn, Baron Blade deals the hero target with the highest HP, H, energy, damage. This little H symbol here equals how many heroes you have in play. And that's it, we don't read anything. So we're going to go with Baron Blade. He's one of the simplest villains to, and he's one of the easiest villains to fight. Now we go to heroes. Now you could have 3 to 5 villains. 3 to 5 villains. Yeah, I actually didn't mean villains, of course. 3 to 5 heroes we pick now. When you have the decks ordered by difficulty, obviously for the villains, it means how difficult they are to beat. For the heroes, it means how complicated they are to play. So, this side, being the simplest to play, over here is the most complicated to play. So, what we shall do... have I got any hack experience? No, I don't. I do have a couple of hits. So, I think it's best just to start with these villains. I keep on saying villains, heroes on the left. So, we'll go Hacker. We'll actually have Legacy first, actually. We'll go Legacy, Hacker, Ra, and Tempest. Now, I've heard, generally, the more heroes you have, the easier it is. So we'll go with the happy medium. Instead of like going 5, we'll do 4. And now we go with the environment. Now again, environments have a difficulty rating because they have their own deck that comes in the environment phase, and we'll see that when it comes to it. But what we'll do, Insula Primalis. This is the lowest difficulty environment. So we'll go with that. Right, finally ready to go. Okay, let's do it. Oh. Alas, destruction of my greatest foe is at hand. Legacy shall fall. Stand down, Baron. The price of your hatred should not be the entire planet. Now, they have specific dialogue because it just so happens that this game, each villain and hero has a nemesis, and it just so happens that Legacy is the nemesis of Baron Blade. Onward. And let's start. Now, always, every game starts off with the villain going first. So he draws the mobile defense platform. He draws flesh repair nanites. Baron Blade regains 10. Oh, he's already at max. Now again, this game can get pretty complicated to do with card effects and stuff. I'm going to try and explain as best I can as I go along. Hopefully you'll get it. If you don't understand something, feel free to put in the comments question. So here we go. Now, simply put, the villain goes first and then draws a few cards. Then is the hero phase where all of the heroes will then simply play a card, use a power, draw a card. That's basically it. Obviously, there's cards and things that will change that, but the basic order of play is you play a card, you use a power, you draw a card. And, for instance, Legacy's power, which you basically be using all the time, is Galvanize. Until the start of your next turn, increase damage dealt by hero targets by 1, which makes him a really, really good support hero. So, what are we going to play? See, we can't attack Baron Blade because the mobile defense platform makes Baron Blade immune to damage, so we have to take out this first before we can damage Baron Blade. So, let's decide what card we're going to use. Now, Backfist Strike, Legacy deals one target 4 melee damage. That's really good, and that's a one-shot, which simply means you use it once and then it's gone, discarded. Ongoing means ongoing means it stays actually in play. Whenever a target hero would be dealt damage by a villain card, you may redirect that damage to Legacy. Pretty good in a pinch, and it'll always stay out unless it's destroyed somehow. And again, next evolution is also ongoing, and it's a power. Legacy is immune to the damage type of your choice until the start of your next turn. Now, to be honest, next evolution paired with Lead from the Front is actually pretty good if you know what damage type is going to come up. Which I believe for Baron Blade mostly it's energy damage. Anyway, we're going to do Backfist Strike using damage. And of course, we're going to hit the first platform. We do straight melee damage. We use the power. We're going to use Galvanize, of course, to increase everybody's damage by 1. And you draw a card, I get Inspiring Presence. Very good. Heka. Now, Heka's really good damage dealer. So, Heka deals 1 target 2 melee damage and then draws a card. That's good. Punish the weak. Whenever Heka would damage the non-hero target with the lowest HP, increase the damage by 1. Whenever Heka would deal any other target, reduce that damage by 1, destroy this card. So, non-target damage with the lowest mobile HP. So, he would actually hit the mobile defense platform. I like this in digital version. It just tells you what it'll damage, which is quite nice. Vitality Surge. Against 2 HP and draw a card. You can't actually heal over your maximum HP. So that'll be kind of where does so I'm gonna go with Mary. Is that what it is? Mary? We'll go with that. And his power deals 1 target 2 melee damage, or Heka deals 1 target 2 melee damage and draws a card. Well, that's objectively better. So we're going to do that. And it would be 2 damage, but because I got Legacy's Galvanize, it's +1, so it's 3. Like so. Beautiful. Draws a card. Draws another card, because it allowed me to draw like another card. So, Ra is another really good damage dealer, in fact. So, Staff of Ra is actually an equipment card, a relic, and is limited. So equipment cards are items that your heroes use and stays in play. So when this card enters play, Ra gains 3 HP, increases damage dealt by Ra by 1, and Ra deals 1 target 3 projectile damage, destroy this card. Ooh. Or Ra deals 1 target 2 fire damage. Now, it's always really nice to put out the Staff of Ra as soon as possible. So we're probably going to do that. Yeah, we're going to go with that. the healing's like wasted, but so we're gonna use his normal power, because if we obviously use the Staff of Ra as a power, we lose the Staff of Ra. So deal 1 target 2 fire damage, which will be increased to 4. Yeah, because obviously we got Legacy's Galvanized for white +1, and we got a Staff of Ra for +1. So there we go. Great stuff. His platform is gone, so now technically we can actually start doing damage to Baron Blade, so hopefully Tempest can do it. So Tempest, again, probably sound like a broken record, but another really good damage dealer. So we've got like Legacy as a bit of a support hero, and then Haka, Ra, and Tempest are all good damage dealers. So we can do Ball Lightning, 1 shot. Tempest deals 1 target 4 lightning damage. You may destroy up to 2 ongoing cards. Really nice, but we haven't got any ongoing cards we want to get rid of right now. Chain Lightning. Tempest deals 1 target 4 lightning damage. Tempest deals a second target 3 and a third target 2. Really nice, we don't need it right now. Power. Tempest deals each non-hero target 2 cold damage and reduce damage dealt to Tempest by 1. Now, all these are kind of multi-target damage dealers. And destroying cards is really, really good. Because you can also destroy environment cards if they're bad for you, which we'll get to when we go to the environment phase. So, maybe go with Otherworldly Resilience, just for a bit of like damage reduction. And then we'll go with his power, which will be 2 anyway. Yeah, there you go. Deal 2 projectile damage. The type of damage, it may seem arbitrary right now, or doing melee damage and projectile damage and all this stuff, but the type of damage will actually become important. So, the environment card. Right, lucky. Let's just read what that card does in a second. Now. Okay, let's do save his turn. Elemental redistribution. Okay, so the environment card got played. So, Velociraptor Pack. At the end of the environment turn, the card deals the non-environment target with the lowest HP X melee damage, where X is the number of Velociraptor Packs in play times 2. Now, because the lowest HP was Tempest in that last round, Tempest actually got hit. It got reduced by 1 because of Otherworldly Resilience, but he got hit. Now this time, this turn, if it remains the same, Elemental Distributor, like Redistributor, will get hit because it's the lowest HP. And let's see what it does. It's a device. Whenever Baron Blade would be dealt fire, cold, or lightning damage, redirect that damage to the hero target with the lowest HP. Interesting. Fire, cold, or lightning. Okay. HP increase the damage dealt by hero target 8. By hero targets by 1. So, Inspiring Presence is really good, and we're going to go with that. Okay, I'm going to do Galvanize again because it's just really useful. Really useful. Okay, that's really good. The Legacy Ring. Hacker. So, Enduring Intercession. Redirect hit damage would be dealt to hero target by an environment card to Hacker, or destroy this card. We don't need to regain HP with him. Whenever Hacker would damage the non-hero target with low HP, increase that damage by 1. Whenever Hacker would damage any other target, reduce that damage by 1. I'm gonna kinda skip playing a card. It sounds weird, but I might just skip playing a card. I'm gonna skip playing a card for now. I'm gonna do Mary again. And we're gonna target the distributor because there's no need to get rid of the Velociraptor Pack right now, because on the next environment turn it will actually help us because it'll attack the distributor as well. So it gets up to 4 damage, like so. Beautiful. He draws a card. Ground pound. Okay, that's pretty good. Now, let's have a look. Increase all fire damage by 1. Change the damage type of damage dealt by hero targets with fire. Oh. Deals 1 target. Each other 5 targets. Blade Tornado. Ra deals 1 target, 3 fire damage. Okay. We're gonna go with Laser Tornado. And we're gonna do it on the distributor. Yeah, there you go. Big bang, 6 damage. Legacy's Galvanized, Staff of Ra, and Inspiring Presence. That is quite lovely. So now, we can actually... Oh, wow. Okay. Now, here's the thing, you see. Here's the thing. Now, the Raptors are going to go for Tempest again. Okay. Tempest deals each target 2 cold damage. We're going to go with, it's a power, a Grievous Hellstorm. We'll go with that. And then do it. So, choose for me. Gets up to 4. Gets up to 4. Now, he's going to take damage. Tempest is going to take damage from the Raptor pack. Okay. Yeah, it gets down to 1, so it's fine. It's fine. It's all good. Okay, Blade Battalion. Wow, 5 damage. Okay. Okay, Volcanic Eruption. At the start of the environment turn, deal each target 7 damage. At the start of their turn, a player may skip the rest of their turn to destroy this card. When this card is destroyed, move 1 copy of the card Obsidian Field from the environment into the trash. No, we don't. Because I believe we can destroy that card with Tempest, but we'll get there. So we're going to use... If I had one, we'd use an additional power, but I don't. So we're going to use the Legacy Ring, because it's just good. And then we're going to do Galvanize. Tempest. Okay. Lock. Oh yeah, and no, we don't want to do that. So, Blade Battalion. At the end of the villain turn, this card deals the hero target with the highest HP X melee damage, where X is the current HP of this card. We gotta get rid of that, right? We gotta get rid of it. Ground Pound. When this card enters play, either discard 2 cards or destroy this card. Non-hero cards cannot deal damage. At the start of your turn, destroy this card. That's really good. Hacker deals 1 target 3 melee damage. 3 melee damage. We'll go with that. And we're just out and out destroy the Blade Battalion right now. So, and now we're gonna use Mary to destroy to do 4 damage to Baron Blade. That's what I'm gonna do. Lovely jubbly. Nope. Okay. Flame Barrier. The first time Ra is dealt damage by a target each turn, Ra deals that target 2 fire damage, which is actually really nice. Increase all fire damage by 1. Change the damage type dealt by hero targets to fire. Destroy this card. We could actually... There's 1 target, 3 fire damage. We're going to go Imbued Fire, actually. This may backfire. We'll see. Alright. Yeah, okay. Wait a second. One target, 3 fire damage, yeah. Okay, so we're gonna go Baron Blade again, and now it's up to 7 damage. Legacy's Galvanized, Staff of Ra, Inspiring Presence, and Imbued Fire. Wow. Beautiful. Okay. Nope. So what we're gonna do... Ball Lightning. Target deals 1 target 4 lightning damage. You may destroy up to 2 ongoing cards. Okay, we're going to use Ball Lightning. And we're going to put on Baron Blade first. Imbued Fire. The 7. Skip. So that didn't actually destroy because it didn't have the ongoing keyword. I could go back. I could redo the turn. I'm not going to. I'm not going to. I'm going to live with that mistake. We're going to go with Grievous Hellstorm. And we're going to do targets, do damage to both of them. 5 damage. Do the Velociraptors as well. That's gone. Right. Another Grievous Hellstorm, which is very nice. So. That is really bad. Choose for me. Yeah, it gets up by Imbued Fire. Oh, wow. That's horrendous. Okay, we have to get rid of it. As simple as that. We have to get rid of it. Reduce damage dealt to Baron Blade by 1. That's really annoying. Okay. Are we going to skip his turn? Yes, we are. Oh man, okay, what does Obsidian Field do? Increase almost damage dealt by 1. At the end of their turn, 1 player may discard 2 cards, destroy this card. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Haha. Attacker deals up to 2 targets, 3 melee damage each. Draw 2 cards and discard 1 or more cards. Reduce the next damage dealt to Hacker by 2 for each card discarded this way. Hacker's hand has 8 cards. And it's actually a power. Okay, we're gonna do this. I know. But it's gonna be like a good amount of damage anyway. 5 damage. So we're gonna... Now Baron Blade is actually gonna flip. Yeah, stop doing damage obviously. Angular Ground Pound. No. Okay, so just to refresh the memory. So Baron Blade has flipped to his vengeful mad scientist side. When flipped to this side, Baron Blade's maximum HP is 30, Baron Blade is restored to 30 HP, the villain trash is placed on top of the villain deck, all 3 copies of Mobile Defense Platform are moved to the villain trash, the villain deck is shuffled. At the end of the villain turn, Baron Blade deals the target hero with the highest HP 4 energy damage. Now, if you remember, Legacy's got a card that makes him immune to 1 damage type, and if I set it to energy, he'll never get damaged by it, which is why it's really good, and which is why damage types matter. So, right, okay. Let's go. Let's see. So we just kind of just want to burn Baron Blade down at this point. So let's see. Scorched Earth. Ra deals each non-hero target X fire damage, where X is the number of environment cards in play, so it says you only 1 environment card in play. Inferno. It doesn't even seem worth doing. Flame Barrier. Might as well just put Flame Barrier up, right? And then what we'll do, 1 target, 3 fire damage. So we're gonna go with Blazing Tornado. and deal 6 damage to Baron Blade. Like so. Beautiful. Sort of flare. No. Now, if I could get rid of that living force field, I would. But stupidly. Wait 2. Ball lightning. Each hero regains 2 HP. Or shielding wins. Whenever a hero target would be dealt 5 or more damage from a single source, reduce that damage by 2. That's been pretty good. We'll do shielding wins. And we'll go with Grievous Hellstorm again. Which gets up to 4. Dreambound Shackles. No. By the environment's turn. Velociraptor back. Okay, 2 damage. Okay, it's alright. It's alright. Powered remote turret. So, okay, powered remote turret. At the end of the villain turn, this card deals each hero target 2 projectile damage. Increase damage dealt by this card by 1 for each mobile defense platform in play. So lucky there is none. It doesn't matter what I choose. They'll all get hit for 3 damage. And Ra, because of the previous card, gets hit back. Okay. Alright. So, what we want to do is we want to use Thok. And I feel like we want to deal it to Baron Blade. Yeah, we'll deal it to Baron Blade. 6 damage, beautiful. I'm going to use Galvanize to up their damage. This might be the turn we win. Nope. Okay, Ground Pound. When this card enters play, either discard 2 cards or destroy this card. Non-hero targets cannot deal damage. At the start of the turn, destroy this card. You know what? We're gonna do a Vitality Surge. No. We're gonna do Ground Pound. Do you want to discard 2 cards? Yes. We're gonna discard Punish the Weak and a Vitality Surge. And we're going to do a Taiha. Deals 2 targets 3 melee damage. And we're going to 6 damage to Baron Blade. Down to 8. And we're going to take out, it's overkill, but we're going to take out the powered remote turret. Like so. Savage Mana. That's a pretty good card. No, I don't want to get rid of it. Now, yeah, I think we got this in the bag, really. So it deals 1 target 3 melee damage, 3 fire damage. So we're going to go with that. And it's 7. Got 1 HP. And then we deal 6 to the Raptor pack. Like so. And it destroys the Raptor pack. And obviously we're going to stop doing that because we don't want to deal damage to ourselves. You may be thinking, why would it even give you an option to deal damage to your heroes? But there's some instances, there's some heroes and some powers, abilities that rely on doing damage to yourself. We'll get to those. So this is it. This is it. Use Pyre. It does, even with the Force Field, it still does 6 damage because of all the damage increasings to Ra. And there we go. That's Baron Blade done. Oh, there we go. We destroyed Baron Blade. Oh yes, job done. Now, that may have seemed a bit easy, but obviously I've played a lot of this game, so I kind of have like some experience with it. Also, it is one of the easiest heroes in the game fighting against 4 of the best heroes in the game. So don't let this fool you into thinking that this is actually an easy game. It isn't. Some of the later villains are brutally difficult. So, there you go. Yeah, I really like Sentinels and Multiverse. There's a ton of variety in gameplay. It's just a really good game. A lot of fun. It's really good when you fight against like a new hero, fight against a new villain you haven't tried before, see what they can do, or use actually new heroes that play completely differently from the heroes you've actually played with before. It's a really good game, Sentinels and Multiverse. I highly recommend it. But there you go, folks. We'll play this again at some point, and we'll fight against another villain. So, I hope you liked this video, and if you did, please comment, subscribe, give it a like, all that good stuff. It really helps out, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.